Welcome to Dave's Daily Journal. Today I'm in my meditation area. I do billing. Like this is my where I do all my paperwork. Over there I meditate, and that's where I do getting into craft projects again. I'm on the process of trying to quit smoking, but it's a little harder. It's not easy. It's not hard. It's just all mindset. That's pretty much what everything is in life is mindset. So it's easy, but it's just sometimes it drives me crazy. Not really crazy, just like nicotine withdrawal. And it's what I work on is my mindset too. Is like not put my attention where it's not needed. Like I could go a while without it, because what I've been doing is kind of weaning myself off with like go out every hour, then stretch it from there. So basically, I've been just trying to space them out farther and farther because sometimes I smoke too much, sit outside and smoke all day, and that's not healthy. So I'm working on that. What helps with the mindset and stuff like that is with the Buddhism philosophy and all that. I've learned so much about mindset. And one thing I've learned, I'm a prisoner in my own brain. I make things up that actually never happens. And like I said, so the research says basically we do. We make it's worse in our brain than what reality really is. And that's what I'm learning is not to feed into what I'm making up and stuff like that. And also, like I've been working with ego. Like if things pop up, I'm like, no, we don't need that now, ego. Just calm down. Or sometimes I'll say that's a good one, ego, but we don't need that now. So I'm learning to work with ego because, and like I've been doing the shadow work. And one thing I noticed, people don't irritate me like they used to. They used to irritate the crap out of me. And I've been working on shadow work, like Carl Jung shadow work. And I feel a lot better doing shadow work. People don't irritate me, and if they do, I do shadow work, reflect on what is irritating me and why is it irritating me, and I'm getting better doing that. And I've learned a lot about myself doing the shadow work. And like one thing I like too is not attachments. That's why I have not attachments to much of anything. Like stuff I have, I enjoy it whilst I have it, but if something happens to it, I'm fine with it because I can't take it with me, whatever it is. I can't take it with me. Like my craft projects, I got to get them going again. And I do things for the fun of it. I enjoy what I do, and I'm learning life is precious. So why worry about what's may not happen? Because my brain's making it worse than what it is. So it may happen, it may not. But one thing I'm a big believer in: everything will get fixed, but it needs help. Whatever the help is, whoever helps it is, it will get fixed. So, and that's one thing I don't worry as much as I used to because basically, like I said, everything will get fixed, but it needs help. And like I said, I'm grateful I learned that I don't need to feed into the drama in my own brain. And not just like even where I live, there's a lot of drama, but I don't have to feed into it. So, and like the shadow work really helps too, is doing the shadow work. I've been doing the shadow work for 3 or 4 months now, and I've learned a lot about myself doing the shadow work. And I do Buddhist chanting a lot, or mantra chanting a lot when I do the deep thinking and um, shadow work. And I work on that a lot with that, and that does help. I used to use guided meditation, but I kind of got away from that because it doesn't work for me like it did in the beginning. So I'm getting better at meditation. So I've been doing shadow or Buddhism chanting and mantra. It's pretty much the same thing, but that's what I've been working with, the mantras. And it does help. And there's all kinds of Buddhist chanting and mantras. There's all kinds. It's pretty much endless. So that's what I've been finding ones that work for me. And sometimes I just sit and just think about life in general or what's going on in the world, and I listen to the Buddhist chanting. I get ones that are really, really good, and I'll just sit and think. And that helps too, is like not make a big deal of things, but think of what's going on and how can I improve my life and what can I do and stuff like that. And like I said, doing the shadow work, it helps me because it's if anybody irritates me, it's something in me, the shadow that I buried. And doing that, I found like 4 or 5 shadows that I buried that I've been working on. And I know there's other ones I got to work on too. Like I said, since I've been working on the shadow work, I feel a lot better. Like I can be outside with around where I live, or I can be places, and it just doesn't irritate me. I used to hate going anywhere, And I'm kind of an introvert. I know that I'm like being by myself, and some of my best conversations I've had by myself. So that's one thing that I like is being by myself. So, but I actually challenge myself to do things that I don't want to do a lot. Is uncomfortability. Like I'll go. Like I never liked going outside, so now I have no problem with it because I kept forcing myself to go outside, go outside, go outside, and sit with people and stuff like that. So now it's not a big deal because I kind of force myself to do it. Like sometimes I don't want to go out, just go outside, or not even just go out to Quick Check or somewhere I don't want to go, and I gotta go, I gotta go. So I go. So uncomfortability is working for me, and it makes me feel better knowing that I can push myself to do things that I don't want to do, but I need to do, and it makes me feel better that I can push myself to do it. So that helps too, knowing that I can do it if I need to. And one thing I'm learning, life is so simple. It is really simple. Humans complicate it too much, and I know I do. Like, it's just, let it go. I've been listening to a lot of Buddhist and philosophy videos lately, and it's basically, and all this self-help books I gotta listen to too. And I'm learning just to let it go. Sometimes we can't control what the outcome is. We can only change how we handle it. That's what's different. I can handle outcomes better than I used to because I don't make a big deal about it in my head. And that's what's helping too, is I don't make a big deal about anything in my head anymore. I just work with it. And I do deep breathing too. That helps. There's one I use: breathe in for 4, hold for 2, out for 6 or 7, and that does help. And I use that when I meditate too. Even when I'm sleeping, I do it. And one thing that helps is I listen to guided meditation when I sleep. A 3-hour guided meditation. When I sleep, that helps too, because I notice I've been waking up fresher, better. I'm not so irritated or ticked off when I get up. Lately, I've been getting up with a smile on my face, so I know it does help. And I've been listening to guided meditation for like a year and a half since I've been sleeping. When I sleep, it's like a 3-hour guided meditation. I get ones that are, like I said, 3 hours. And there's all different kinds. Sometimes I get body scans, soul search. There's all endless amount. And one thing I don't do anymore, I'm still working on it, but I still do it sometimes, is not to overthink what I want to listen to. I just randomly pick one, and that's what I listen to. And sometimes if I accidentally click on one, and I didn't mean to, I'm like, well, I guess that's what I listen to. My body might have thought I needed it, so I do that a lot too. If I accidentally click on one, I'll listen to it. So, because sometimes my mind and body knows what I want more than I do. So that's how I'm learning too, is to work with my mind and body. And it's just one day at a time. And like I said, there's so much that I've learned through Buddhism and philosophy and self-help books about myself and the shadow work, Carl Jung. There's another one I've been starting to listen to too, is Vic Franco, I think. I don't know if that's how you say his name, but the book I have of his is The Man Searching for a Meaning. And I really like that book. It's a really good book, The Man Searching for a Meaning. And I like the book, and I like his therapy, old school therapy. It's kind of a tough school therapy, but some people don't like it, but I like it. And Carl Jung I like a lot too. I listen to a lot of his videos, and like I said, I'm just getting into Vic Franco. So I'm starting to listen to some of his stuff now too, and he's an older therapist too. It's pretty interesting stuff. And I hope somebody enjoys this. If they get something out of it, I hope so. If not, that's okay. If it is, that's good. Thanks. And this is Dave's Daily Journal. Thank you.